The view atop Liberty Memorial, serene outside, but it's been a madhouse inside Municipal Auditorium tonight. Second semifinal on deck, the defending national champs, College of Idaho, taking on the Lions of Langston University in our second semifinal. The winner to tomorrow's national championship, where they will take on Freed Hardeman, who won a thriller in the first semifinal of the night. Happy to have you along. I am Tim Spurl. He is Steve Wallace. Steve, we've already had an awesome night, and this second game should be just as exciting. College of Idaho, the defending national champions, and they have themselves a heck of a motor in Samaje Morgan.
I'm still juiced up from the last game, so I'm still trying to calm down. But yeah, Samaje Morgan with the Yotes. He's 5'9", but don't be mistaken. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 rebounds by a 5'9" guy. The kid could play. He had a huge game, and I expect him to have another huge game for them tonight. Should be fun to watch Samaje Morgan.
Langston has also got themselves a dynamic guard in Anthony Roy.
Anthony Roy, coming from D1 New Mexico State, he's a big guard, 6'5" guard, lefty, and he is going to be fun to watch, getting 15 points a game down here in Kansas City, so he likes playing in this Municipal Auditorium.
Lineups for both of these teams for College of Idaho. They've got some size. Tyler Robinette, you see 6'8" in the middle. Samaje Morgan, talked about him, the sophomore point guard. Johnny Radford, Jake O'Neal, Drew Wyman round out that starting 5. And for Langston, they've also got some length. Jay Allen Tovar goes 6'9", Anthony Roy 6'5". Toro Dean is the point guard. Cortez Mosley, Jaquavius Lennox round out that starting 5. A lot of D1 transfers on this Langston Lions team. They went 33-1 this season, 21-1 in conference play in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And the head man, first for College of Idaho, Colby Blaine, the defending national champ. He has done a tremendous job for College of Idaho.
Yeah, so I'm ready, hoping to have a game like we did last time, back and forth, back and forth. This game's going to be a little different because defensively, Langston really likes to get up and pressure and distort the offense. And College of Idaho likes to play zones, matchup zone. You're going to see some different defenses out of them that you don't normally see from teams.
This guy is up for the chess match, though. Chris Wright, in just 2 seasons at Langston, an unreal 65-4 record. 2 years ago when he took this program over, they went 1-27. He comes here, he takes them to 2 straight NAIA national tournaments, and now he's 40 minutes away from taking his team to the national championship game. The table is set for an incredible semifinal between the College of Idaho and Langston. College of Idaho, like I said, the defending champs trying to get back into the national championship game. They are no strangers to this Fab Four. Langston, on the other hand, they are a little bit new to the party. I mentioned they made the NAIA tournament last year, but they did not make it this far. But this time, unfinished business, and the Langston Lions are a game away. Strap in. This one is going to be awesome.
Can it be as good as the last one? I hope so.
Another really good crowd on hand inside Municipal Auditorium. We had a good crowd for the last game, and it lived up to the hype. Well, the other 2 #1 seeds set us up for another great finish in Kansas City. Ball is up, and we are underway.
All right, let's go.
Semifinal number 2. Let's punch a second ticket to tomorrow's national title.
College of Idaho comes out in their matchup zone.
And immediately, Anthony Roy finds a void.
They're looking to attack the middle of the zone there, one of the weak spots of the zone right away. They've only had 1 day to prep for this zone.
Both these teams in action on Saturday in the quarterfinal rounds.
Langston, on the other hand, is going to get up and pressure. They might trap you. They want to try to turn you over. 2 completely different types of defenses, but 2 great defensive teams.
Ball got poked free. It'll stay underneath with the Yotes. 32-3, 21-1, regular season champions out of the Cascade. They lost in the tournament championship game, but then have rolled through this tournament. Got to get a shot off. at the end of the shot clock. Heel of the iron, rebound torn down by Alan Tovar.
Well, if it's anything like the last game, they'll start to heat up from deep.
Jaquavius Lennox.
So Langston's a little out of sorts there to start with. Again, this is an unusual defense. It's a matchup zone, meaning it's not just your guard in your area. They will make slides and guard. Guy will be at the top to start with and move to the bottom. You're going to see a lot of different movements in their defense. Not your typical zone.
Morgan kicks, great pass, and Jake O'Neal finishes at the rim.
Great cut. That was a wonderful cut there.
Full court pressure from College of Idaho. Both of these teams defensively off the charts this year.
So what you saw there was the top two guys in their zone to put some pressure on. They like to put a little pressure, and then they just drop back into their matchup.
Roy, 5 on the shot clock. Got to go. 3 on the shot clock. Lennox will let one go from deep. Didn't hit the rim. The putback, did he get it off? He didn't. Cortez Mosley just a half second late and a shot clock violation.
It doesn't hit the rim there, but one thing I liked that Langston did there was go to the offensive glass, because when you're going against a zone, sometimes blockouts aren't always there. You got to get some offensive glass going and get some putbacks.
This pass tipped out of bounds right in front of us, and it will stay with the Yotes.
The first two plays, the Yotes have run a ghost screen, meaning they kind of fake a screen. Maybe we can show you on a replay at some point what that is.
Morgan, he does it all for this College of Idaho team. A 41% three-point shooter, averages 14 a game, also dishes out 4 assists per game. Wing 3, not there. And a rebound boarded by Ronald Mitchell, first man off the bench tonight for Langston. The Sam Houston State transfer. Gets it right back. They leave him unguarded. His 3 is off. Great rebound.
Great rebound.
And a finish for Cortez Mosley.
When Samaj Morgan gets in a ball screen, Langston's trapping it, trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Jake O'Neal reverses on the baseline.
Jake O'Neal's doing a great job. When his man turns his head, he's gotten 2 buckets off 2 cuts. The Yotes, with that little pressure they put on, really eats at the shot clock. So they didn't even start their offense till about 20 on the shot clock.
Mosley dishes to Alan Tovar for the slam. Good ball movement by Langston early on. This is a team that passes it well. 12 assists per game. Wyman lost it, take it away. Mitchell collects the steal. And the Lions content to be patient in the half court. They're very efficient offensively. Alan Tovar going to work.
Great skip pass.
Mitchell, another offensive board. This time, Mosley lost it out of bounds, but it will stay underneath with Langston. And Alan Tovar, he's a matchup problem.
What a wonderful pass. Drew 2 guys, unselfish, makes the pass to the big guy with a 2-handed dunk.
Alan Tovar, another transfer. He was a former New Mexico Lobo. This pass tipped and taken away. That was thrown into a crowd. O'Neal already has 4, and now he has a turnover.
I'm impressed with Langston offense so far, because they're running a few things against this zone off of 1 day of prep. And usually when you're playing teams, you get 2 days of preparation to get ready to play them. And they're taking their time. They're not they're just staying in their offense and not worried about it. They're not even starting their offense till about 20 seconds.
This is a team that shoots 47% from the field, 36% from 3. Here a turnover though. And they don't do that a lot, just 10 turnovers a game for Langston. And a slow start, but a 2-point advantage for the Lions. Out of the gate, just underway in the semifinal round.
I told my dad from a young age that I wanted to play ball at the highest level. He told me that hard work and consistency would get me there, and that he had a plan to help measure and track my progress. What I found is that the journey is the dream. With the help of the best coaches in America, my father and I launched an app that gives you a plan to become the best that you can be.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There are two key moments in any college journey: when an acceptance letter arrives and the day the college education is paid off. And College Ave Student Loans is with you to help cover costs all along the way. We offer stress-free private student loans for undergrads, grad students, for parents, even loans to refinance your existing loans. Whether you're starting college, already in the workplace, or just trying to figure things out, turn to College Ave and breathe easy.
Somewhat of a slow start, but Langston is more than okay with that. Their defense has driven this team all year.
Yes, Langston's defense obviously second in the nation in points per game, 7th in the nation in field goal percentage defense. They do it by pressuring you. You can see them trapping the ball screens to the point where we're 4 minutes in and the Yotes are already refusing ball screens because they don't want to get trapped.
You see that 7 opponents this year held under 50 points. How about this? 2 of those 7 opponents have come in the NAIA tournament.
They're turning it up in the tournament.
Indiana Wesleyan in the quarterfinal held to 48, and in round 1 against the 16th seed Bellevue, they only scraped together 40 against Langston. So it starts on the defensive end for the Lions.
That first game, a lot of adjustments came out of timeout, so let's see what coaches do here.
The College of Idaho, they are very efficient offensively, 87 points a game this year.
So Langston switched it up. They didn't trap the ball screen, they switched it that time.
Stratton Rogers inside, his first 2.
Samaje Morgan with a great pass. Little 2-2-1 pressure here. It's not really to turn anybody over, it's really to eat that shot clock, so when you get down here, you have less time to get something on offense.
Kuth going to work inside with the left.
Nice move, patient on there, a couple ball fakes in there, and knocked down a nice shot in the paint.
Samaje Morgan. There's that. The paint blocked away, but a foul, a charge call on Samaje Morgan.
So the Yotes using that ghost screen again. He was outside the semicircle, took it. Great job of being in great defensive position there.
But Jock Kuth slid over and took the charge.
I hope the guys I coach are watching. I don't think we took this many charges in 2 games all season long.
Get them on the film, Coach. Now come the Lions with a 2-point advantage, early moments of the second semifinal from Municipal Auditorium. Roy will step into a 3. Heel of the iron, Kuth couldn't follow.
They're there on the offensive glass again. This is huge against the zone.
Devontae Brown kept it alive.
College of Idaho's got to find their box outs in the zone.
Mosley muscles in too.
Trapping Samaje Morgan again, trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Radford. Frustrating start for Samaje Morgan. Jake O'Neal, he's got 4, and this one over the back of the backboard. One
thing Coach Wright talks about with his defense is taking out the the best players, and Coach Self always talks about cutting the head off the snake. So when Samaje Morgan has the ball, they're looking to trap him. They don't want their best player to get going.
That was another one-and-done trip for College of Idaho, as Mosley can't float this one in. And the Yotes are used to dominating on the glass, 5th in the nation in rebound margin this year. But Langston hitting the glass early. Morgan with the left hand, can't scoop it in. But an offensive rebound, Rogers the follow.
Great fight on the boards, great hustle, keeping the ball alive. Buckets like that are huge in games like this. Making something out of nothing.
Mosley halfway through this shot clock. Inside 10 now, Anthony Roy.
Great pass.
Finds Mosley through contacts.
What a great pass, all the way across the lane.
Early on, Langston picking College of Idaho apart. Meanwhile, the Yotes just looking for open shots. It hasn't come easy early on. Rogers going to work in the paint. Contested again, and back over to Langston. Langston has already dished out 3 assists.
Looks like College of Idaho was a little out of sorts there. They weren't matched up to who they were supposed to be, and Langston did a great job of finding the open man. They're being very patient on offense, and the zone is not messing them up. And now here we go, College of Idaho switching their 1-3-1. See if they can get something going there.
Just trying to make Langston uncomfortable. It seems like they have fallen into a groove immediately on the offensive end. Mitchell. Lennox crosses over right back to Mitchell. Long 2 is not there.
Another offensive rebound
again. And finally tore away by Alex Germer.
They get the ball to Samaje Morgan. They're looking to post the guards on the Langston's guards. Langston's guards aren't the biggest guys out there, so they're looking to post guards.
The 7-footer has got his first rebounds. Germer through contact, can't finish. Another offensive board, Morgan.
Great skip pass. Attack the closeout.
Oh. Jay Allen Tobar throws that one away. And Langston again defensively. All clamps through the first 8 minutes and a 4-point lead over College of Idaho.
First time I picked up a Spartan TF ball, I knew it was built different. You know that feeling from that first moment on, it never leaves your hand. It raises you, lifts you to new heights, got you doing things like that. And once you're hooked, ain't nothing gonna stop that. It teaches you to be a student first, to lay it all out, just to do it again.
And again.
From the moment you pick up a TF ball, it's always there for you. Now do something with it.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
Four-point lead for Langston, 11:39 to go till halftime. Chris Wright has done something unreal here with Langston. 31-3 in his first season. Took over a program that went 1-37 in the 2 years prior. It was the biggest turnaround in college basketball history, regardless. D1, D2, NAIA, D3, doesn't matter. The biggest ever. Chris Wright did it, took this Langston team to the NAIA National Tournament round of 16 a year ago. And now he's trying to improve on history and take his team to the national championship this year.
What a story that is. I mean, that is some crazy numbers right there. He obviously has done a great job recruiting and coaching the guys that he's got.
Morgan, an air ball, and would have been a shot clock violation, but it comes out of bounds and gives it right back to Langston anyway.
I'm definitely taking notes as a coach myself. A guy that can do that, I got some things I can learn. And I've been real impressed that College of Idaho switched to a 1-3-1, and they were prepared for it. They attacked the corners right away, and that's kind of one of the weak points of a 1-3-1.
Mitchell into the hands of Toro Dean, and again they trap on that perimeter. Mitchell through those traps, can't float it in, a charge call. Back over to the Yotes. Still looking for their rhythm offensively. 5 of 14 from the field to start this game. This College of Idaho. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc as well. This is a team that likes to shoot the three. 37% from beyond the arc, but not fallen yet.
Let's see what they do out of this timeout.
O'Neal
posting up a guard again. Screen away.
Peoples short, 0 for 6 from beyond the arc.
That was a play to get a three. You throw it to the post, double staggered on the backside, trying to get a three going. Langston's looking to overload a side against this 1-3-1.
Oh. Dean had to pick up his dribble, tried to throw it off a Yote, and it will stay with Langston.
Got to keep your dribble in that situation and either dribble back out or dribble through. You don't want to pick up your dribble down in that area.
I tell you what, though, this defensive change that you made note of for College of Idaho has begun to slow this Langston offense down, though. They've had some frustrating trips down the floor.
Yeah, it was a great move to switch to that zone just to give them a different look.
Mosley.
And they're rebounding better out of it.
Too strong. Lyman. Good ball movement. Lyman straight away, had some space. Not there, offensive rebound, and then thrown away. Mitchell jumps the passing lane.
College of Idaho's posting different guys and trying to get inside, outside threes. They just can't get one to drop.
A cold streak right now for both teams. Dean into the paint, almost lost it. 8 on the shot clock. He'll go baseline. Open three. Alec Tovar, another rebound. Roy lost his footing, and he got fouled.
So Langston struggled trying to get something going against this 1-3-1, so they tried to ball screen it. Didn't really get anything out of that, but a nice little baseline drift pass there for an open three, and then they just keep hitting the glass. That's what's really giving them some extra possessions here is that offensive rebounding.
I told you both teams struggling a little bit to score the basketball. No one has scored in 3.5 minutes until Cortez Mosley drops in that mid-range.
Getting the ball to the middle against the zone, it's a killer against the zones.
Wyman almost lost it. Just trying to keep his feet, just shoveled it up there, and somehow ends up in the hands of the 7-footer Paul Wilson, who gets fouled.
That ball pressure is really bothering College of Idaho, but again, they're a championship level team. They stick with it and they make something out of nothing, and they're at the free throw line.
And the defense continues to be relentless for Langston. I mean, active hands. They're 2-3 bodies around the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, Cortez Mosley right there, that's how you teach it. I mean, he's moving his feet, he's poking at the ball. I mean, if you're an offensive player, you don't want to go against that, and that's making them real uncomfortable. If they can keep that up for the next, 29 minutes, it's going to give College of Idaho fits. Nobody wants to play against defense like that.
Paul Wilson, the all-too-common 7-footer off the bench, goes 1 for 2 from the line, and then he gets fouled on the rebound.
Lines foul charge number 11, Jay Allen Tovar, his second, team's third.
That's his second foul, and Jay Allen Tovar is a big shot blocker for them. That's not somebody they want off the court because he affects the game with his shot blocking ability.
Speaking of length, Majak Kuth will check back in, the 6'7" Northwestern State transfer. Both these teams have some size at their disposal. Wyman step back from the elbow.
Pretty shot. College of Idaho staying in that 1-3-1.
First bucket for College of Idaho in 4.5 minutes.
They're 1-3-1. The big in the middle comes all the way out on the perimeter. That's a little different rotation than we usually see.
Roy trying to keep it alive and just
Another
heaving it to
offensive rebound.
midcourt.
Great hustle. Ball in the middle.
Kuth.
You could tell they talked about getting the ball to the middle of the zone. He's got that old school game. Up and under, twist back. He's like the old man at the Y.
But those guys are so lethally efficient. Drives you crazy.
That's my game now.
They inbound to Kuth. Again, taking some time off that shot clock. Kuth.
Up and under.
Up and under. Look at the move.
Yeah, I thought he got
and he'll go to the line. Just like you said.
Kuth coming off the bench, giving him great minutes. And you could tell Langston talked about getting the ball to the middle of the zone. They've got it, I think, 3 times in a row to the middle of the zone, and they've gotten something good out of it.
Majak Kuth. 4 points, 3 boards this season. A very good free throw shooter, just shy of 80% on the year. Right on cue.
Coach Blaine for the Yotes is over there calling an offensive set. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has. I'm sure they want to get a 3 going. I mean, that 3 ball is important to them. If they can see one go down, that might be really good for them. They just haven't seen one go down. 11 points, 12 minutes in. They're not used to that.
No, they average 87 a game. Even against a really good defensive team in Morningside in the quarterfinals, they still dumped 73. But they have not got going yet.
Langston's trapping Samaje Morgan all the way up at half court. They do not want the ball in his hands.
He's got it right now. Trying to go to work. Morgan looking for contact. He gets that contact. And Samaje Morgan will be at the line on the other side of this. College of Idaho looking for answers down 4.
Bales takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
4-point Lions lead approaching halftime from Municipal Auditorium. College of Idaho wondering what's going wrong. This was an offense that was elite this year.
Yeah, and credit to Langston because their ball pressures really bothered College of Idaho so far. Samaje Morgan, who had 24 in the last game, has 0. He's 0 for 2, and 0 for 2 is key too, not just the 0 points. Him only getting up 2 shots. That's them trapping him, trying to get the ball out of his hands. And on this last play, they got the ball to Samaje Morgan, and he used the ball fake really well. You young players out there, learn how to use a shot fake, and it'll get you to the line. And these 2 buckets to the line, we saw in the last game, one of their players went to the line, and it really got him going. Maybe that'll get Samaje Morgan going here. I think if they can just get 1-3 to go down, it'll loosen them up a little bit.
That's the other thing. They've shot 7 of them. But yeah, they haven't seen one go down yet. Sitting on 13 points rather. And they had 104 in the first round of the NAIA tournament against Jessup. Good move inside, Anthony Roy.
So impressed with how Langston's handling the matchup zone and the 1-3-1. They're doing an excellent job. I don't know if they've seen a lot of zones this year or not, but they sure look like they have.
A foul off the ball. And Anthony Roy, 4 points in the early going, and this might help him get going.
These post players for Langston, you obviously can see they spend a lot of time on post skill work because these guys got some moves.
Wyman off balance.
Maybe size advantage there using his strength.
Maybe he can be the answer offensively.
They don't have it going, and it's only, it's a 2-point game.
Well, that's the other side of this. Langston hasn't been great offensively, but here's a pretty reverse.
I know I sound like I'm on repeat, but again, they get it to the middle of the zone and something good happens.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Morgan.
Now they're switching on ball screens.
Samaje Morgan's frustrating first half continues.
Oh, here it is.
There it is, right on
I
cue.
told you. That might loosen him up now.
Johnny Radford gets the lid off the basket. The first 3 of the night for College of Idaho. Mosley. Short. And the Yotes can take their first lead of the night.
Go screen.
Baseline. O'Neal blocked at the rim.
Oh, great way to stay with it.
O'Neal, this time to throw down.
He wanted him a dunk. He got himself a dunk.
And the Yotes have their first lead of the national semifinal round.
Great hustle play by Drew Wyman, getting that steal and then making a great unselfish pass up the court.
Taken away. Yotes with numbers. Radford attacking.
What a hezzy.
Oh, Coons got a piece, but a foul call.
What a nice hezzy there by number 10, Johnny Radford. What a nice move.
And College of Idaho trying to push tempo now.
Number 10, Johnny Radford to the line.
They saw that 3 go down. Samaje Morgan got a couple free throws, and then it's defense. They've gotten 2 steals in a row. It's the defense that's got them going on offense.
And I know we've talked at length about Langston's defense, but don't forget how good College of Idaho's defense has been, and that's what's kept them afloat up till this point in the game.
College of Idaho does a really good, they kind of dictate the pace of the game because they play all these different zones. and it throws the other teams off. I mean, Langston's using tons of shot clock. I mean, it's low scoring, but it's because there's not that many possessions. If you look at the number of possessions between our first game tonight and this game, I promise you the number of possessions is a lot fewer.
Oh, yeah. Well, part of that is Langston being very patient on the offensive end. Roy, good
nice shot fake again.
Can't scoop it in. Another empty trip for the Lions. Approaching 5 minutes to go till halftime.
They haven't been now they're trapping Samaje Morgan again. More of a show there.
Bradford. Robinette attacking. Robinette. Can't follow.
Great hustle play.
Oh, Bradford just lost it. Trying to pull it out of the holster.
You can tell College of Idaho is feeling a little more comfortable offensively now, though. Another great shot fake.
He lost it.
Is the ball wet? What's going on here?
Back-to-back possessions where the ball just came loose.
Oh, I thought it was going to go. It's going to be like the first game.
Well, after last game, everyone taking logo threes.
Nice play. Great screen.
Trying to go under, and he got jostled around in there.
Johnny Rafford set a great screen there.
Yotes team does not blink. I can't say it enough. The defending national champions, 32-3 this year, 21-1 inside the Cascade.
So much experience out on the court. You know, they aren't going to be rattled. This is going to be one of those back and forth games again. So much talent on this floor. You know, it's fun to watch in a completely different way.
Yes.
There's not the NBA threes going down, but this is just great basketball again.
A drastically different tempo than what we saw in the first semifinal.
Langston going back to using the ball screen against the zone. Got a nice look.
Dean gets the bounce on the runner. Morgan gets fouled hard into that Langston bench. And that takes us to our final media timeout of the first half. College of Idaho starting to find that rhythm.
First time I picked up a Spartan TF ball, I knew it was built different. You know that feeling from that first moment on, it never leaves your hand. It raises you, lifts you to new heights, got you doing things like that. And once you're hooked, ain't nothing gonna stop that. It teaches you to be a student first, to lay it all out, just to do it again.
And again.
From the moment you pick up a TF ball, it's always there for you. Now do something with it.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app, instant uploads, and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
Back to a tie game from Municipal Auditorium, and Colby Blaine can't talk about what he's done enough at College of Idaho. Look at the 6 seasons since he's been here, 5 30-win seasons, and in the COVID-shortened year, he has been tremendous and already has that national title from a year ago. Again, talking about a battle of coaches, could not have asked for a better coach matchup.
Yeah, what I love about Coach Blaine is, you know, a lot of coaches, you know, shy away from the zone, and he just obviously does not. when he makes a change, he doesn't change the man, he changes to a different zone. So it's fun to watch a completely different type of style of basketball, and it's successful. I mean, his record speaks for itself.
Yeah, that 30-win stat, 5 of 6 years, is insane.
And then offensively, they do a great job of moving the ball. They go inside out. And again, I think at some point we're going to see some more 3 balls.
They have gone a combined 1 of 15 between the two teams from beyond the arc. But those numbers are an outlier for both of these teams. Brown got it taken away. Ball's body's hitting the deck.
I think that's an adjustment you're going to see by College of Idaho. Right now they're letting it kind of go one-on-one. I think they're going to squeeze that guy at the high post a little more.
Morgan gets fouled. He will trot to the line.
Langston on the other end's getting the ball to the middle, and they're going one-on-one, and they're kind of staying out on the shooters, and I think they're probably going to try to pinch that and try to get a hand on the ball a little more like they did there towards the basket, which led them to get down here, and here we are, Samaje Morgan at the line again.
We highlighted him in the pregame. A quiet start tonight, but still a long way to go in this one. Averaging 14 a game, but he also distributes it really well. 4 assists per game for Samaje Morgan, and he's already got 2 assists tonight.
One thing that goes underrated, you know, like young players don't understand, you know, the great scorers, they score at the free throw line. A ton of their points are at the free throw line. So I'm sure Samaje doesn't mind, you know, as long as he's getting buckets for his team.
And he's 6 for 6 from there tonight. Dean. Mosley into the lane. Mosley got it swatted.
Tough to shoot over a 7-footer.
A 4-point lead for the Yotes, trying to add to it. Morgan looking for a spot, tried to shovel one through to traffic, and it got taken away. Catch and shoot, Lennox dials it in.
Great drive and kick, he got to step in, he was in rhythm.
The Eastern Oklahoma State transfer hits the first 3 of the night for Langston.
They're putting Samaje Morgan in different ball screens now. They did a double stagger ball screen last play, and this one they did a stack ball screen, little Spain action, ball screen to a back screen.
O'Neal can't answer. And here comes Ronald Mitchell across the timeline, and a chance for Langston to retake the lead. Mosley the kick.
Out.
Lennox looking for another, not there.
Another in-rhythm shot though, another offensive rebound.
Lennox got his own miss.
Langston has 11 offensive rebounds in this game.
Mosley can't connect. And a timeout taken by Colby Blaine.
30-second timeout.
1:35 to go, and we talked about College of Idaho struggles from beyond the arc. This one's got to feel good for Langston on the other end.
Absolutely, and they did it by driving and kicking, just getting an in-rhythm, unselfish type shot. Those are the type of threes you want to take where you're stepping in towards the basket. And, you know, Langston has 5 more shots than College of Idaho, and it's all off these offensive rebounds. They're doing a great job of hitting the glass. College of Idaho's got to find their next guy. When you're in a zone, the block-out situation, so in man, you're blocking out your guy. That's pretty easy. In a zone, whatever your next pass would be, that's who you need to block out. And College of Idaho's got to focus in and get that done.
Langston winning the rebound battle 19-16. And I told you at the top that College of Idaho is the 5th best team in the country as far as rebound margin is concerned. They are used to out-rebounding opponents by an average of 12 rebounds a game. So they're used to winning that battle, but that's been a big part of Langston keeping it as tight as it's been.
Absolutely. Here they come out. I thought they might run another ball screen for Samaje Morgan. Let's see what they got up their sleeve calling this timeout.
Trying to work it to him. They finally do. Morgan lost it again.
Langston's on-ball defense is incredible. We already watched a clip earlier, but they got multiple guys that do a great job of staying in front of their man.
Dean can't flip it in. Another offensive rebound. 3 ball. Not there. Plenty of chances for Langston in this first half.
Langston's looking to trap the ball screen again. They want it out of Samaje Morgan's hands. Langston's getting lots of deflections. That's the second deflection of the possession. I'm sure Langston counts how many deflections they get.
Wyman cashes in the fadeaway.
Deflections, or coaches see that as a hustle. Are we being active on the ball? And I'm sure Langston charts it. I bet they want to get 32 to 40 a game.
Lennox. Dean will try. Dean will tie us at 27.
That's a great on-time, on-target pass. It was a great shot, but he threw it just perfectly right into the shooting pocket.
Morgan, he'll pull up off the heel of the iron. Rebound tipped around, and that will take us into the locker room. Our first game came down to the wire. And halfway through semifinal number 2, we have another back and forth game, 27-27. About as tight as you can get, a little bit more defensive minded in this game. But both teams have had the counter punches, and we are halfway to crowning another ticket and punching another one to the championship.
Takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
I told my dad from a young age that I wanted to play ball at the highest level. He told me that hard work and consistency would get me there, and that he had a plan to help measure and track my progress. What I found is that the journey is the dream. With the help of the best coaches in America, my father and I launched an app that gives you a plan to become the best that you can be.
There are 2 key moments in any college journey: when an acceptance letter arrives and the day the college education is paid off. And College Ave Student Loans is with you to help cover costs all along the way. We offer stress-free private student loans for undergrads, grad students, for parents, even loans to refinance your existing loans. Whether you're starting college, already in the workplace, or just trying to figure things out, turn to College Ave and breathe easy.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
What does it mean to be you at CU? Anything you want. At Clark University, we empower you to pursue your dreams. You can double major and get involved. The arts, athletics, campus ministry, you name it. You can do all the things you love with people we know you'll love even more. And with Clark's group and build your own visit events, you can get in on the fun right now. Schedule your visit today and find out how you can be you at CU.
In the heart of the Midwest is a college that's different, where students work for their education instead of paying tuition, where teaching Christian character is just as important as academics, and where future leaders learn from world leaders. A college where our love for America is celebrated by preparing students to take their role in American history. This is College of the Ozarks, and this is where lives are changed.
Kansas Wesleyan is an exciting university and a vibrant community.
It offers unique, nationally ranked academic programs, engaging activities, and successful athletic teams.
KWU combines all of these strengths to open doors for your future.
Learn more today at kwu.edu.
From our first day, Roosevelt has been a place for all. Before it was widely accepted, Dr. Edward Sparling stood for social justice. When asked to take a racial and religious census, he simply responded, "We don't count that way." And 62 faculty members walked out with him. Together, they founded Roosevelt University, a place for you to belong.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
When I grow up, I want to be a soccer player.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be an artist.
At Spring Arbor University, we help you grow your childhood dreams into a reality. Surrounded by faculty, staff, and other students who will genuinely care for and about you, you can become more than you ever imagined. Let your light shine at Spring Arbor University.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Recent congressional testimony of 3 elite university presidents who could not condemn the genocide of the Jewish people only exacerbates the view that higher education is not doing what it's supposed to do for this country. Based on the Catholic intellectual tradition, at St. Thomas University, we don't tell you what to think, we teach you how to think. So if you want to learn how to think for yourself, think critically, and be educated to become an ethical leader for the global community, STU is for you.
We are champions of character.
Your journey to become a nurse or advance your practice as a nurse begins at the University of St. Mary. For over a decade, students have chosen USM not just because of our reputation in nursing education, but because of our approach to teaching and learning. Individualized, accredited, cutting edge, applicable. Opportunity awaits you here. Choose your path and prepare to change lives. University of St. Mary. stmary.edu/nursing.
It begins as all great things do, with the flicker, a spark of hope, a moment when you realize that given the right conditions, everything is possible. Here, we think the best way to find yourself is to look beyond yourself, because what defines greatness is a single choice: to not condemn the darkness, but to light a fire.
I told my dad from a young age that I wanted to play ball at the highest level. He told me that hard work and consistency would get me there, and that he had a plan to help measure and track my progress. What I found is that the journey is the dream. With the help of the best coaches in America, my father and I launched an app that gives you a plan to become the best that you can be.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There are two key moments in any college journey: when an acceptance letter arrives and the day the college education is paid off. And College Ave Student Loans is with you to help cover costs all along the way. We offer stress-free private student loans for undergrads, grad students, for parents, even loans to refinance your existing loans. Whether you're starting college, already in the workplace, or just trying to figure things out, turn to College Ave and breathe easy.
First time I picked up a Spartan TF ball, I knew it was built different. You know that feeling from that first moment on, it never leaves your hand. It raises you, lifts you to new heights, got you doing things like that. And once you're hooked, ain't nothing gonna stop that. It teaches you to be a student first, to lay it all out, just to do it again.
And again.
From the moment you pick up a TF ball, it's always there for you. Now do something with it.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads, and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
Hey, back from Kansas City, 27-27, halfway to sending a team to tomorrow's national championship from Municipal Auditorium. College of Idaho, the defending national champions, trying to get back to the championship game tomorrow, but Langston, giving them all they can handle right now. Took a while for College of Idaho to find that rhythm, but once they did, that offense certainly turned the corner in the latter half of that first half.
Yeah, Samaje Morgan getting to the free throw line, kind of got them settled, and then they finally hit a three, and that's a big part of their game. So they just need to see a three go down. But it's different than the first game tonight, but it's so much fun. If you're a basketball fan, this is great basketball in a completely different way than the first game. I mean, these guys are trying to pick each other apart in different ways. College of Idaho going in the paint, going in and out. Mosley's going to be a huge player in here. He's been getting in the paint, driving from the free throw line, offensive rebounds. They're really trying to get him the ball at the free throw line and let him go one-on-one. He's an incredible player. Yeah, Mosley's been a driving force tonight. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and if not for him, Langston might still be looking for answers. Just 2 of 11 from beyond the arc was Langston in that first half. College of Idaho not any better. You see that 1 of 10 from beyond the arc, but what number stands out most to you after the first 20 minutes? Well, I think you kind of pointed it out. College of Idaho's 1 for 10 from the three-point line. Langston is 2 of 11 from the three-point line. So if one of these two teams can get going from the three-point line, that would be huge. And then the other one that stands out is offensive rebounds for Langston. And then free throws for College of Idaho is keeping them in the game. They're 8 for 11. That's 8 points at the free throw line compared to 1 for Langston is keeping them in the game. Yeah, Langston has not found a way to the line yet. Still 20 minutes to go. See what changes come from the halftime intermission. And we were talking about that rebound margin a lot in that first half. One change I know is not going to happen is this ball pressure by Langston. They are really, really good at keeping ball pressure on. Here they go trapping right away. They leave Robinette alone. He can't hit the three. And a foul on the loose ball as Mosley is fouled. But that defense for Langston dictated the tempo, at least in the first part of that first half. So coming out, they knew they were going to trap, so they tried to go pick and pop three. Robinette, he thought about it too much, I think. I think he's got to catch and shoot that right away when they pick and pop. Without a doubt, you would think that Langston would try to get Anthony Roy going. Anthony Roy, 4 points in that first half. He was 4th in the nation in three-point makes this year with 92. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc so far. So another weak point when you're playing zones, besides the middle that I've put so much focus on, is the short corner, and they just went short corner and out. Roy, right on cue, will fire a three. Not there. And a foul against College of Idaho on the loose ball. All right. Robinette picks up his first. It looks like at halftime, Langston talked about, even though they're going against the zone, they got to penetrate that zone because they really drove it hard there and kind of went in and out a couple times there. So it looks like that's something they talked about. Here we go, ball screen against the zone. Dean, great handoff to Alan Tovar. An underrated thing to do against zones is to ball screen it. Not a lot of programs. It's kind of a new thing. But when you ball screen a zone, that's the type of action you can get. End up with a dunk. Wyman. Radford will try that baseline. This pass will go into the backcourt and another turnover. Langston's pressure creating things. And on the other end, pocket rolling. Pass. Alan Tovar, just 4 points, but he is really good around the rim. Goes 6'9". I told you, a transfer from New Mexico. Another D1 bounce back on this Langston program. When he got those 2 fouls, so they had to take him out for a pretty extended amount of time. Roy still can't find the range. Anthony Roy averaged 19 a game this year. He is 2 for 9 from the field. You could tell that coach wanted to get him the ball in an area to try to get him going. They got him right at the top, one-on-one, just like they've been doing in the middle of that zone. He needs to see one go in. Robinette can't bank it in. Mosley
tipped it to Alan Tovar. Dean. Extra pass. Roy let his man fly by and then thought better of it. The big man going to work. Alan Tovar off the heel of the iron. Robinette hitting the deck. And back come the Yotes.
Langston's really trying to penetrate and kick, penetrate and drop a pass. They had good ball movement there. Just couldn't knock the shot down. It's getting physical out here too.
It's been defensive-minded all game, and now Mosley gets tied up underneath.
Linesville turns to number 15, Cortez Mosley. His second. First team foul on Langston. Checking in for the Lions, number 4, Devontae Brown.
Taking Alan Tovar out again.
This game has definitely lived up to what we expected on paper. Two teams that made their billing on the defensive end all season. And it
Very
has been that
game.
Fading away, Wyman well short.
Great job of getting back on defense by College of Idaho.
Mosley.
Middle of the zone again.
Tried to hand it off inside. Oh, and they just got to restart. Roy finding his spot, well short on his three, and a foul on the loose ball again.
Looks like Roy might have got poked in the eye on that shot, but that's a tough shot, but he's just trying to get himself going. Yeah. And if he can get himself going, that's what they need. So hopefully he can see one go down here soon.
And not only did he make 92 threes this year, but he did it at a 43% clip. So the fact that he started 0 for 5 from beyond the arc is not something that Roy has dealt with a lot this year.
He's not going to stop shooting. He's a confident player.
This will stay with Langston.
These guys are both teams so active defensively, getting their hands on the ball, making it tough on the, it's 27-29. This has been a great defensive game by both teams.
Dean. Runner, not there. And Robinette tears down the rebounds.
Langston's doing a good job of penetrating the zone. They just can't get something to fall for him.
Radford will try.
Big three. He was closely guarded too. That was a tough, that's a shot maker right there.
Radford has his second three.
Oh, he's talking on defense too.
And he has knocked down both threes for College of Idaho tonight. Lennox, they leave him open. Around and off. That was halfway down.
Langston just can't buy a bucket right now. Both teams take their time on offense.
Morgan buries it.
Back-to-back threes. They needed to see some threes go down. They're feeling good.
And maybe College of Idaho flipping that switch in this second half.
Got to get this crowd into the game.
Mitchell trying to carve out space underneath, but he will go to the line. And all of a sudden the Yotes, after a 1 of 11 start from 3, are suddenly finding the range. Couple of threes, and the Yotes have a 4-point lead.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
Welcome back to Municipal Auditorium. And officials were taking a second look at this, but Langston will have a trip from the line supposedly coming up on this Ronald Mitchell take.
But I think that was a really smart play by Ronald Mitchell there to get to the basket and try to get a layup or get fouled. They just haven't seen something go down. So, you know, getting to the basket and getting a layup or, you know, getting to that free throw line, they got to see a shot go in.
And as far as this replay, wasn't sure what they were looking at. I don't think they were checking for a flagrant. And a look again at that shooting for both teams, and it has been an uphill climb.
Kind of the opposite of what we saw in the first game. So many threes falling down. And then we come into this game. But you know what? There's still 15 and a half minutes. I think we're going to see both teams start knocking down some threes.
But first things first, Langston needs to see something go down. 2 points since halftime for the Lions.
There it is. Langston's picking up the pressure, giving a little full court pressure. They're going to try to get themselves going. If they can, if they can create some turnovers, that's going to get them going offensively.
Andrew. Morgan will try to attack. Samaje Morgan banks in two more.
College of Idaho looks way more comfortable than they did in the first half. They get Samaje the ball away from having the ball in his hands in a ball screen, and he's able to drive without getting trapped.
This one tipped right back to Mosley. Anthony Roy back onto the floor, looking for his first three of the night. 0 for 6 from 3 is Anthony Roy, but he saves this one.
It's great hustle. Roy's got to, one of his teammates got to find him, because right now he's shooting threes off the dribble, and those aren't the best three-point shots to take. So hopefully one of his teammates can drive and find him just with a catch and shoot, and that might get him going.
A foul against Cortez Mosley. And the Lions need somebody to find it offensively.
They've only scored 3 points, but it's still a 5-point game. I mean, this is anybody's game. And I really think Langston's defense, if they could create some steal, get some deflections here, that would really help them. Idaho's doing a great job of handling the pressure this half.
And Mosley just picked up a second personal inside the last 15 seconds.
Lions foul charge number 15, Cortez Mosley. That's his 4th personal foul, team's 3rd.
Wow. And that is now 4 in the game against Cortez Mosley.
This is a physical game, and that's a huge foul right there. You're talking a lot of points per game.
And shows you what they're missing, as Mosley the only Lion in double figures tonight.
Idaho has 8 turnovers in this game, but they've really taken care of it this half and played at their pace, at the pace they want to play.
Extra pass, Handren, one on the shot clock, gets off. And the rebound hauled in by DeMonte Brown.
Great on-ball defense by Sharif Knox on that play, forcing that tough 2. Langston's using the ball screen against the zone again, see if they can get something going.
And Sharif Knox commits the charge.
Now, Look at this defense. Great closeout, staying in front, showing his hands so there's no foul, making the offensive players shoot a fadeaway too, shot clock running down. Then College of Idaho on this end gives them the taste of their own medicine, gets a charge on just beating them to the spot on the drive. Again, just two great defensive teams.
And it remains a 5-point lead.
Pick and pop again. Looking to try to take advantage of Langston trapping the ball screen.
Rogers. Drew Wyman will back up. Dean racing the other way. Dean can't finish in deep.
A lot of contact on that shot. I really thought that was going to get Langston going to have a chance to get out and transition, but wasn't able to get the call there.
And Chris Wright is hot.
Coach Wright is not happy about it. That timeout was more about yelling at the officials than talking to his team, I think.
You can see still frustrated with the officials. And his team has 3 points since halftime. And see if we can find out why he's so frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, the defensive player there, his arms came down. He didn't stay in the cylinder. It probably should have been a foul in my mind, especially in that, that situation. He didn't go straight up to the ceiling. I think it should have been a foul. So Coach Wright has a reason to complain. He's still complaining to the refs. He hasn't even been in the huddle
yet. I was going to say, they're going to have an entire timeout without their head coach. Chris Wright,
he's hitting each official. I think he's talked to each one now. So let's see if it gets him a call here down the line.
But those numbers right there may play a part in that frustration that he's feeling. Again, they've had dynamic scores all year, but outside of Cortez Mosley, nobody has gotten it going in a white uniform.
Sometimes when a coach gets on the officials, it's kind of get his own team juiced up. Sometimes it's not even about the officials. Just try to get the juice going, get them excited.
Wyman. Wilson inside 10 on the shot clock, going into Kuth. Wilson finishes.
Great post move, a little up and under. Langston let it go one-on-one, and it's tough to guard a 7-footer one-on-one.
Alan Tovar back on. Inside 10. Roy needs to get going. Step back three. Contact and a trip to the line coming for Anthony Roy.
So we saw it in the first half. Samaje Allen got to the line, got 6 points. It kind of kept College of Idaho in the game, and now we got a 3-point play here where we're going to get to the line where Anthony Roy might be able to get himself going, even if it's at the free throw line. It's a 7-point game. He knocks these down. It's still a 4-point game. This might get him going.
Yeah, look at those numbers on the season, and now I can tell you that he's 2 of 11 shooting the basketball, 0 for 6 from 3, has not been to the free throw line, and I think they're making sure it was a 3, that his feet were behind the line. And so they will head to the monitor.
Look at that shot fake. So young players out there, again, shot fake is your friend. Learn to use a shot fake. It was perfect. He put it right at his forehead, eyes on the rim. Couldn't see his feet there. But again, I just think this is a great way to get him going. If he can start feeling good, that would be nice, especially with other players in foul trouble.
Yeah, I thought his feet were behind the arc. That's got to be what they're reviewing. Well, they were actually looking for an illegal substitution.
You don't hear that one very often in basketball.
And I don't believe that was the case because Roy still stands on the foul line. And so
let's see if Roy can get himself going. Knock down 3 free throws here.
This is the only place he has not shot from.
Yeah. Shooting 3.
But maybe this is, like you were alluding to, what can get a shooter going.
There you go. Sometimes you just got to see one go down. You see one go down, and then you hit a little hot streak. Coach Wright's still over there on the officials.
But if you figure anyone's going to bring Langston back, and I mean, you're only down 5, but if anyone is going to be able to find the rhythm offensively, it's going to be the guy that averaged 19 points a game for you this season, that was the Sooner Athletic Conference Player of the Year, and that had the 4th most three-point makes in the nation this season. 2 for 3 from that trip.
There's that ball pressure again by Langston. Get a couple free throws, you play a little harder on defense. Get a couple points. It's always easier to play defense when you're scoring.
Wyman
forced a tough shot.
Alan Tovar definitely disrupted that one. Langston looking for their first field goal in 7 minutes.
Nice move out of the ball screen.
Dean hit the top of the backboard, and that'll give it right back to College of Idaho. We go inside 12. Langston still looking for that answer, but hanging around, only down 5.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Bales takes this shot, whips it in, and it's in the back of the net!
Hey, don't miss out tomorrow. It's the 86th annual NAIA National Championship. Win 4 games in 6 days to become champion of one of America's toughest and oldest tournaments. Do not miss the NAIA National Championship tomorrow, 8 Eastern on ESPN3, right back here in Municipal. The winner will take on Freed Hardeman. They won a thriller in our first semifinal over Grace earlier tonight in Kansas City, and they're sitting right behind us, scouting out this one.
Let's see if Langston can't get a turnover. Idaho's doing such a good job of taking care of the ball this half, but Langston's got to get some offense from their defense. Get out and get a steal, or get off, rebound, and get out and run.
Jake O'Neal, what a shot.
Nice fadeaway shot there.
And it's back to a 7-point lead for College of Idaho.
Idaho was putting their own pressure there. Langston started their offense possession at 20 seconds in the shot clock.
A kick ball. And again, Langston approaching 8 minutes now without a field goal. Anthony Roy, 2 of 11 from the fields.
They've come out here and now ran 2 plays that we haven't seen them run this whole game, just to try to see if they could get something going. Late in the shot clock here, ball screen.
Dean,
nice driving kick. There it is.
Boom!
That might get them going now.
Right on cue, Jaquavius Lennox.
Great unselfish pass down there. It's beautiful basketball.
Right back to a 4-point game. And does that get Langston back on track? Morgan spins. Morgan finishes. Samaje Morgan having a much better second half.
Langston's definitely trying to move the ball side to side more than they have been. Good look at the free throw line, going inside out.
Roy thought about it.
Another great pass, wide open. Come on, get it.
Brown. There it is again.
Back to back.
Devontae Brown.
Finally seeing some shots fall.
Langston has found the range. Back to a 3-point game just like that.
Unselfish passes, getting wide open looks. Beautiful basketball. They needed to see a couple go in. Here we go. Now we're rolling. 10 minutes left. We're going to see some fun basketball here in the last 10 minutes.
And they haven't shot it well to this point, but we said at the top of the broadcast, this is a team that shoots 36% from beyond the arc. They are no stranger to the three-point shot. And you see one go through, maybe it starts the avalanche, and we're right back to a one-possession game.
They've got ball reversals. They're making quicker decisions with the ball. When you catch and hold it against the zone, it allows the zone to reset. And I feel like they're moving the ball just a half-second quicker, and it's allowing them to get some open threes.
Cortez Mosley off the bench over there trying to get that Langston crowd into it that made the drive from Oklahoma. 9:56, and there's some energy in this building now.
Langston fans are up. That should help Langston play a little harder on defense and see if they can't create some offense from their defense. There's that stacked ball screen again.
Oh, Samaje Morgan is having himself a second half. He's got 17 in the game. But Langston trying to stay hot on their end.
Langston's new set they've come out with has been really nice for them. Got a wide open shot there at the free throw line now. So this little wrinkle that he's thrown in has really helped them offensively.
They went without a field goal for 8 minutes. They've got 8 points on their last 3 possessions. Wyman catch and shoot, not there. And Langston can tie this game on this possession. Roy will shoot for the tie. We are tied.
You just had to see a few go down.
43-all, Brandon Roy. Roy's first 3 of the night.
You couldn't ask for 2 better games tonight. This is so much fun.
Into the corner. Radford.
Great on-ball defense again. Great closeout. 2 deflections. I told you, you can make a couple shots, all of a sudden you're playing harder defense.
Wyman, end of the shot clock.
They get the charge?
They wave it off, a block call. Hey, Anthony Roy has been waiting all night for this one.
You know, the difference between that and some of his earlier shots is what I was talking about. He was able just to catch and shoot and step right into that. Earlier, he was kind of forcing it, shooting shots off the dribble. Right there, he's right in rhythm and knocks it down. And it helps as his teammates have made a couple. The juice and the energy in this whole building. We got the Langston fans standing up finally, so this is going to be an exciting ending.
Hey, and if you're keeping score at home, Anthony Roy has seen 3 of his last 4 shots go down. Remember, 2 free throws and then the next 3.
So it's amazing how free throws can get you going, huh? It's happened in both games, both halves of this game.
Boy, people would swear you're a coach. 43-all. A new ball game here in KC. O'Neal, tough take, not there. And the Lions can take their first lead of this second half.
See what Coach Wright has up his sleeve now. Calling some sort of set out. Overloading aside. Nice skip.
Lennox got bumped. 7:52 to go. Down the home stretch we go. Got ourselves a new ball game from Municipal.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Coming back at you in the semifinal game, it's tied 43-43, Langston and Idaho. So I want to show you something. I've been talking about a ghost screen, and some of you might be like, what is this guy talking about, a ghost screen? So it's kind of a combination of a pick and pop. So Langston is trapping the ball screen. So you'll see at the top of the screen coming from the left, he's going to come up and set a ball screen for Samaje Allen. And as he does it, he doesn't even set the screen. He just ghost screens it and pops. So what they're trying to get is either a 3 out of that or this one-on-one for Samaje Allen, either one. And it's been giving Langston a lot of problems because they're either switching or they're trapping and it's leaving something open. So it's a great play by Idaho, and I think they'll continue to use it down the stretch.
And really, they've ran that throughout the game as well. And now basket's going to become even more critical in a tie game.
Another coaching thing here, coming out of a timeout. Idaho switches to a 1-3-1, but it doesn't matter. Another three.
Brown. Another three. Langston has buried their last 4 threes in a row.
Again, it's the Steph Curry. J.J. Redick and LeBron James talked about it in their podcast this week, the Steph Curry effect.
Running the floor, Brown finishes through contact and one. DeMonte Brown has flipped a switch.
Nice skip past 3 there. And then I've been begging for Langston to do it. It's funny how when you see some shots go down, all of a sudden your defense goes a little harder. They create some offense from their defense. Getting a steal here. Look at this ball pressure. And they get down here and get an and one.
Can't finish
such
the
a
free
game
throw.
of runs.
But a 5-point lead for Langston. What a swing in this second half. A 10-0 run for the Lions, and College of Idaho is now backpedaling.
Little chin action. That set coming out from the old Princeton offense with Pete Carrill.
Morgan, tough take, not there. Offensive rebound. Follow won't go on the first try, but Rogers cleans it up on the second.
You want to win against good teams, win hustle plays. They haven't got many offensive rebounds, so that's a big one there. Idaho back to their matchup zone out of that 1-3-1. Right back to the middle of the zone.
Dean, 10 on the shot clock. Brown has been really good. DeMonte Brown,
oh, nice.
Mosley unguarded, can't hit the jumper.
Mosley just rushed that a little bit. He was wide open at the free throw line. They're really doing good things at the free throw line.
Back come the Yotes. And it's a 1-point game again. Stratton Rogers on the break.
Idaho scoring off a stop. Here we go, 1-point game, 6 minutes.
Hey, you'll notice Cortez Mosley is back on the floor with 4 fouls.
Langston back to overload in the side. 1-on-1 in the post.
Alan Tovar.
A lot of contact. They're letting him play.
Rebound.
What a box out by Samaje.
And now the Yotes can take the lead right back. And
crowds are into it now. The juice is back in the arena.
Morgan, contact, whistle, no bucket.
Putting Samaje Allen back in a ball screen. He's been aggressive, attacking downhill. And the big man couldn't stay in front of him, had to foul him. Now both teams are in the bonus. That's huge. So you can be aggressive and get to the free throw line.
We haven't even talked about it, but neither of these teams have been necessarily tested in this tournament. No one has played either College of Idaho or Langston within 10 points in this NAIA tournament.
So best teams during the regular season playing best teams in the postseason. This is what you want to see.
A little bit unfamiliar for both teams.
College of Idaho, last year's national champ. You got to wonder if the experience of that helps in this situation, close game in the semifinals.
Lennox over everything, offensive board. There he is again, DeMonte Brown.
They haven't had nearly as many of those in the second half, so coming up big, great timing to get an offensive rebound putback. That three-pointer, I don't know if that's one you want to take. It got deflected. You're picking it up off the floor, but luckily his teammate had his back.
12 points for DeMonte Brown on 5 of 7 shooting.
Langston switching the ball screen now.
Robinette
making a little change.
Can't give the Yotes the lead back. Approaching 4 to go in the national semifinal. Winner to take on Freed Hardeman in the national championship tomorrow night. Brown has been that guy.
Oh, he thought about that three.
Mosley, heel of the iron, no good. And the Yotes a chance to counter and grab the lead right back.
Back to a ball screen is my guess. They're gonna go staggered ball screen. Oh, no.
O'Neal, baseline drive, and the Yotes lead again.
Great finish. Langston trying to use ball screens again.
Brown tried to get to his spot.
Low shot clock. They're going to go to the middle of the zone again. There it is.
Mosley, contact.
Yep.
This is a big call, and it's going to be a block.
So smart play by Mosley there by getting, instead of settling for the jumper, going ahead and attacking the rim.
3:30 to punch a ticket to the championship game tomorrow night.
birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
College of Idaho trying to get that to the national championship where they would be attempting to become the first repeat champions in 24 years since Life did it in 99-2000. And meanwhile, Langston, they've made some history this year as well. A 9-10-0 start to the year. One blemish on the record, but it was nothing but a speed bump. 15 straight wins since that loss. 33 in 1 year for Chris Wright. But he doesn't want to be done. He wants a chance to play for that national title tomorrow. And he's got Cortez Mosley playing with 4 fouls. Hitting that first free throw.
That could be real important here in the last 3.5. If they can keep him, on the court, it's going to be huge because they need him. He's really given Idaho problems around the free throw line when he's the zone.
2 for 2 on that trip, and a 1-point Langston lead. 3.5 to go in your national semifinals.
Staggered ball screen for Samaje Morgan this time.
O'Neal lost it off his foot.
Again, that's just Langston's defense. They do a great job of staying in front of the ball handler. That is definitely a strength of theirs. It's what coaches teach, and that's why he turned it over. Just staying in front of his man.
Only the 11th turnover from the Yotes tonight, but that was a big one. Oh, nearly a travel on Mosley.
Middle wide open again.
Dean will attack.
Nice pass.
Baseline, reverse, won't go. Ala Tovar was point blank.
Great drive and dish.
Inside, 3 to go. Rogers going to work on Mosley with those 4 fouls. Turning with the left, can't finish.
Got a piece of it. Idaho's got to work on that up and under. They all use it.
Another empty trip from the Yotes.
Cortez Mosley keeps trying to get the ball around that free throw line and got it again. Good decision, going back out.
Shot clock getting low. Dean got to go. Dean spinning. Another empty trip. 2 minutes to go in the semifinals.
Not the best shot, but he's so smart. He looked at the shot clock as he was dribbling. These guys are just intelligent players.
Samaje Morgan, 17 in the game, most of them coming in this second half. He'll try with the left, off the backboard. 3 ball, not there. Anthony Roy caught him from behind. 90 seconds to go.
Langston's trying to set up a play. Looks like one of their ball screen plays, maybe.
Shot clock inside 7. Roy will pull Anthony Roy, not there.
A little off balance there. I don't know that either one of these last 2 plays were the shots the coaches want to get, so let's see what happens this last minute.
College of Idaho's got 3 timeouts, and Colby Blaine will take one of them. 1:01 to go. Empty trip after empty trip in crunch time. Who has got the shot?
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Blaine has coming out of this timeout. Obviously, he wants the ball in Samaje Morgan's hands. What they've kind of been doing the last few minutes is a double ball screen. So they put the guy at it's a ball screen after a ball screen. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to that. Their other thing that they'd like to go to is a stack ball screen, where they set a ball screen, and then the guy that set the ball screen gets a back screen. So I wouldn't be surprised to see one of those 2 things. 1-point game, you're in the bonus. You want to go downhill, even if you don't get a shot, if you can just get to the free throw line.
neither team into double bonus. If either team goes to the line, it's a 1-1 situation. In a game that has been defensive-minded all night. Who wants that ticket to tomorrow's national championship? What a night it's been from Municipal Auditorium. Freed Hardeman won a thriller in our first semifinal, and we're coming right down to it once again.
Yeah, it's not surprising Anthony Roy came up with a big block. I mean, it's been defensive play after defensive play, so Langston's got to get another stop here.
1 minute remaining.
Got to keep an eye on that shot clock, too. O'Neal, inside 10.
Went back there looking into the post now.
Robinette trying to dump it inside into a double. No shot. Foul came on the ground. And just like we were alluding to, a 1-and-1 situation coming up.
That entire possession, they were trying to post Drew Wyman and trying to take advantage there, and they got the foul over the top there.
Has not been to the line tonight.
78% though.
Free throws don't get any bigger.
They must see a mismatch that they like with Wyman, so they've definitely tried to get him in the post. Langston fights hard, doesn't let any post catches be easy.
Langston has one timeout to use. Yotes have 2 more. We stay tied. Oh! O'Neal had it poked away, and it will stay with the Yotes for the time being. They're going to take this to the monitor.
Jake O'Neal, though, coming up huge on a free throw miss. You don't expect that guy to miss it. That's one of your teammates that usually knocks it down, but he's engaged and focused and makes a huge hustle play there.
A massive review, and again, they're going to see the same angles that we're going to see on our broadcast.
Look at that fight. Look at that. They know what's on the line.
Oh. And again, this is going to be so tight that just like we talked about earlier, this is the best angle you're going to get.
I think that was off Anthony Rowe. Oh, here we go.
And it's going to be so hard to overturn this. Well, boy, this is about as close as it's going to get.
That angle's a little different. As a coach, they're both hustling for the ball, but you know, Drew Wyman made that happen. As a coach, I want the hustler to get the call, but
this might be the best angle.
Oh, I think Langston might get it.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I think Langston's going to get this.
It sure looks like that angle is the most definitive, because you can see that Roy is not, his hand is pulled back off the basketball when O'Neal scrapes it with his fingertips. I mean, Roy isn't even close to that ball at that point.
Love-hate relationship with the review. You know, in high school, we don't get this opportunity, and it could change a game for the better. But, you know, you're getting a free timeout right now. It's, you know, part of this, you know, I don't like, but it makes the game fair. So, you know, whoever the ball should be should get it.
But again, they're having to piece that together, and they are going to give Langston the basketball. Well, I thought so, but now they're going to get a third opinion.
This officiating crew's not as nice to us. They don't come over and talk to us like the last one.
No kidding. We had some friends earlier. I don't know what happened to sour that
here we go, close up.
Again, a little bit blurry, but you could see Roy's hand pull off.
Yeah, I think this is Langston's ball.
And that ball definitively changes direction. At least from our vantage point. But we don't have a say. And now the officials are going to talk about it, but we think Langston's going to have this basketball.
This is what I don't like. It breaks up the flow of the game.
Yes.
You know, I want him to get it right, but it's taken a long time.
Langston basketball.
So what that did for Langston is Coach Wright's over there able to draw up a play that
Yeah.
they can come out of this, non-timeout. So it'll be interesting to see. Do they have something new up their sleeve, or do they just continue to use what they've been doing?
And they keep that timeout in the back pocket. 42 seconds. They can't take it all the way down. Tie game. Let's punch a ticket. Roy attacking.
Nice pass.
Inside. Tovar finishes.
Using the ball screen against the zone. What an unselfish play there. Great finish.
Inside 30 seconds. You can tie or shoot for the lead. Morgan trying to create space.
Great hesitation.
Morgan got it blocked.
Oh.
Out ahead. Mosley. Exclamation points. 10.4 to go.
It would come down to a defensive play. Huge block by Langston. We haven't seen fast break barely at all today. And here we go. A huge dunk, 4-point lead with 10 seconds. What a save.
Cortez Mosley.
Smacking the glass. That's that old school smack the glass after the dunk.
Not over yet. 10.4 to go. But a 2-possession lead now for the Lions has given Idaho all the urgency they can handle right now.
The way these games have gone today, though, who knows what's going to happen in the last 10 seconds.
And now, if you're College of Idaho,
they can go down here, they can get a quick 2, or they could get a quick 3. At this point, it doesn't matter. It's a 2-point possession. You just need a bucket.
And you've got to go fast.
Langston sitting back. It looks like they might be in a zone coming out there.
Dangerous pass. Wyman got it to Radford. Almost lost it. Ball loose. Jump
it's going to be Langston's ball.
Langston ball. 5.1 to go.
Possession to Langston.
Langston coming up with 2 huge stops, getting the block, getting out to the dunk, and then here they not afraid to foul. They're reaching in, they get a deflection, they get the jump ball. 2 great defensive possessions back to back.
Wyman is down for the Yotes. He caught that initial baseball pass and redirected it to Radford, and they tend to him. And he made a fantastic play, but that is a terribly hard fall.
He came down very awkward. Maybe it's his tailbone. Yeah, he's grabbing his tailbone. He fell hard.
He'll be helped off. But now if you're Langston, you just got to connect on an inbounds pass here.
So Idaho's obviously going to foul right away. Like to see what kind of press break they come with.
What a job, though, by the Lions in this second half. Remember, they had an 8-minute stretch in this half where they did not connect on a field goal.
Here's one thing for you is Langston has no timeouts left. So if Idaho, by any chance, they could get a 5-second call here. That would be their biggest hope.
Because you need 2 baskets. And that Langston crowd, they want to come back tomorrow night.
They were quiet for a long time, but they are not now. Waving those orange flags.
We might have a few more make the trip from Oklahoma if they can finish this next 5 seconds. Again, the Lions really just need to get this ball inbounded.
Spot throw-in. That makes it harder to get it in, too.
Tough time getting it in.
Oh!
Length of the court pass, batted up into the air, take it in. Langston is heading to the national championship game.
We will not have a repeat champion. How about this story about Langston?
Unbelievable. One win 2 seasons ago, and all Chris Wright has done is win. He has taken Langston from the depths and resurrected this program and taken them to the national title in just 2 seasons at the helm.
Unheard of. What a story. What a game it's going to be tomorrow night.
Oh my goodness. If you thought tonight was fun, tomorrow's going to be awesome. Langston will take on Freed Hardeman for the national championship. And would you have even dreamed of saying that if you were part of this Langston program 2 seasons ago?
58-52, what a low-scoring game, just a defensive battle back and forth. Both teams really got into their offense, took their time, tried to get good shots, but both teams played unbelievable defense, got lots of deflections, made it hard to get in the paint. Langston just caught fire there. They got those free throws and then hit 3 threes in a row, I think. Look at that celebration. That feels good.
And the Lions behind
Coach
Chris
and
Wright
his family
will keep on dancing to the final game of the season. They will see Freed Hardeman in the national championship tomorrow, 8 Eastern, from Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. Both semifinal games absolutely lived up to the hype, both of them instant classics. And Langston and Freed Hardeman will meet up tomorrow to hang a red banner.
What a fun night, Tim. Great basketball.
Steve, your final thoughts on an awesome night.
I mean, 2 totally different games, but if you're a basketball fan, you couldn't ask for better games. 1 seeds versus each other. This is what you expect. I can't wait for tomorrow night and see what it brings now. It's going to be a fun night and feel great for the guys that won. It's a terrible feeling when you lose, but great seasons for all these teams.
Hey, for Steve Wallace, I'm Tim Spurl. So long from Municipal Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, where the final score tonight, 58-52. Langston is headed for the national championship. They will take on Freed Hardeman, and we'll see you tomorrow night.